Well, welcome everybody. We're going to revamp the fuse tonight. I didn't get on till late, but that's okay. I showed what I was doing last night. Yeah, looks like we're doing okay. All right, what I decided is that I was going to cut the fuselage up. It hasn't moved since last night. I got to turn this off. We're going to have to turn on some lights here too. I better leave this out so I can see if I'm getting it up high enough. I didn't realize how warm it got again. To viewers, type in the chat box so I know that the chat is working, if you would. Let's turn this light on. We'll take this down. Now we got a like. Type in the chat box. I need to know that the chat is working. Just a hello, hey, whatever. Let me turn this light on here. Boy, oh boy. Current viewers 1. Okay, great. Thank you, David. All right. Gotta get this out of the way. Let's see, those pens are where? Yeah, they're up there. Okay. Let's move this. So the first thing I got to do is I'm going to remove the rudder. I've already made a mark where I think that I'm going to have to taper it up to. We'll leave this on here like so. Take the rudder off. Now the rudder's not going to fit again, so I'm going to have to revamp that. But this whole project shouldn't take but half an hour, maybe. Of course, I don't know. I always think things are going to go quicker than they do, and they don't. But we'll see what it does. I'll make sure that you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, better. This right here was just a sandpaper guide. So I'm going to have to redo the bottom block too. But I'm not going to mold a new one. I'm just going to modify this one. I'll have to do that with carbon fiber and CA. That's all right. Everybody, please like the video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, if you like what I do here. Become a paid member. There's some added perks. You get one video a week that I show specialty type things. So I'll take that off. And like I said, I have already made a mark here, and I got to get my meter stick, and I think that I'm going to taper it. I'm going to have to put new longerons in this thing too now. It might take more than I thought. That's all right. Let's get my scalpel. Oh, I just had it in my hand, didn't I? That's sad. My mind is just shot. Come on. I just had a knife in my hand. What the heck did I do with it? Getting bad. Pretty soon I won't be able to remember who I am. Come on. The reason that things like this happen here is I don't have any room to work. Everything's just in a big pile. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to get a new blade on this because I want a nice cut. You know, this revamping this airplane is kind of a pain in the rear, but I really want something special out of this airplane. And as I stated, not only will it, this that I'm taking off is only going to maybe weigh a gram or two, maybe, but it'll save a half an ounce in paint. So let's come from the trailing edge. That way I don't have to dig into that. We'll come from the trailing edge back. The original Tucker tapers all the way up to there. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I could. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. Let's go all the way. We'll make it like the original. I was just going to go to here, but I think I'll go all the way up here. That way there's less work to do on the bottom block. Take that there. And let's see, got this big clamp here. If you don't have any Harbor Freight spring clamps, you better get some. They're really handy. Okay. It's only wood. Yeah. I don't think I'll put those longerons back in. whatever's out is out. I only took 3/8 of an inch off the back. I can always sand it down. It would be real hard to put it back on. Real easy to take off, but hard to put back on. Okay, let's turn it over to the other side. That takes that out. That takes that one out. Okay. Ooh, man. Got the pins on the floor. Fortunately, they were in a box that was closed. Fortunately, they were in a box that was closed. So we're going from there to there. Yep, that's not, it's going to be an easy fix. Easy fix. Remember, guys, I'm shooting for 2 new members a month. I mean, excuse me, 10 new members a month. So if you like what I'm doing, become a member. There's a join button down by the subscribe button. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications so you get notified when I upload. And here lately, since I've been building again, I'm uploading, 3-4 times a week. I said that Saturday at John's would start again, and maybe I doubt it because he's got Mother's Day. I don't think he got family stuff. So this Saturday's probably not a good Saturday. But I'll ask and we'll see what happens. Why am I having such a hard time cutting this way? Okay. I sure hope this was the right decision. I thought about it a lot. I know that rudder's going to be harder to fix than you would think. Let's see. Yeah, I guess. I guess it'll be all right. Yeah, that's why it's needs to be sanded up some more. Need to take a little bit more off. Okie dokie. What the hell did I do with that other clamp? I will just get another one here. Perfect. That's better. Okay. So let's turn it this way. Yep, that's better. I'll probably have to do a little adjustment at the cowl on the bottom block. Should be all right. Okay, let's see what it's going to look like. Not going to take much adjustment up there either. Not much adjustment up there either. That's good. I want you guys to tell me whether I made the right decision. Does it look more like a tucker? I think it will. I think it will. The fitment of that block is going to take some work, but it seems like, well, I don't know, maybe not. We'll pull it down with this one. Oh yeah, I can tell that's better already. That's better already. Ah. Now let's just tack it up there. I don't know about 20 points, but we shall see. Somebody's got to come up with a glue bottle that don't clog. Ridiculous. Okay. Now you can see how much I took off of it. Quite a bit. So now it'll take a little bit of finesse to get all this stuff to fit again, but I think it's going to be worth it. Get on there. Okay, stand back and look at it, see if it looks more like a Tucker. Yes, it does. But now we got to add a piece in here. Is that too much sub rudder now, though? Let's see here. There might be too much sub rudder. I might section it here and move it up. Yeah, there's too much sub rudder. So what do you guys think? Is there too much rudder on the bottom now? Should I just move this rudder up? We'll section that much out of this part right here and move it together. I think that's probably the best bet. So how would I do that? I've got to move that much out of it. So if I cut it there and move it up to there, that's what I'll do. Okay. You guys anybody ever section a car or channel a car? That's exactly what we're going to do here. Chop, channel, and move it around. Let's see, because I don't want that much sub rudder hanging down. I'm just shrink it up. So how would I do it? I think I'll cut it right there at that line and move it up. Okay. I got too much work in this rudder not to use it. So, take that loose. Section it here. Need to find a saw. There's a saw. No room to work. I need my other saw. How about this one? It's like nothing. I don't know what I was cutting with that, but there ain't no teeth on it. And there we go. There's a Zoma saw. You notice I didn't cut it off the bottom. I'm cutting up about, well, the first bay. We're going to take that bay out. And that's so it doesn't change shape. If anybody's ever dropped a top in a car, you know that it takes two tops to make one. And depending on how compound it is, it might take 3 tops to drop the top and make it look right. And then when you section it, you certainly don't section it at the point, you section it back. Come on, there we go. Okay. So now I need to pin this back on. You know, if I was going to make another one of these, I'd probably make a whole other fuselage. I'm going to have to change that angle on this. This angle's going to have to swoop down some more because I've changed the angle in the tail. Let's get that block there. Nothing that a little sandpaper and glue won't fix. Yep. I need to knock that down too. There we go. This all gets molded anyway back here. Okay, what do I do with that pen? There it is. Okay. Cut a little big, I can always sand. It's hard to put it back. Used to have this side sand a little bit. Yep. Now to stiffen this up, I will probably cut out this webbing here and fill that in with a solid piece of wood and sand it to shape. Because after all, this is the tail wheel. It would probably be strong enough just like this, but hell, yeah, you don't want to be a guy trying to shit a peach seed or piss a peach seed. Okay. I'll put the Tucker plans back up there and you guys tell me if it looks more like the plans this way. I think it does. Let's see here. That makes it look much better. Much better. I'm usually getting more chatters than one or two. It kind of worries me that nobody's typing in the chat box, so yeah, it made it look a lot better. Oop, upside down. Let's move all this stuff over here. Now, what do you think? Does that look more like a Tucker that way? Let me make sure you guys can see it good. We got 5 likes. I'm trying to get an eyeball on this here. Oh yeah. The Tucker tapers pretty good there, and this one tapers pretty good. That was the right move. That looks 1,000% better. Not only that, it cuts the rudder size down some to make it look more in proportion. So we lost a half inch on the rudder. That's a good thing. Like I say, I'll cut this center section out here, fill it full of solid wood, sand it to shape. That way the tail wheel won't be bothered. All this gets molded in. Of course, this all gets sanded up. All gets molded in all the way up to the headrest up here. So tell me, what do you think? Was it worth it? Let me type in here, see if... Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, there we go. Me Auto Max. And but they will have to go back to work after lunch. Thanks. Regards, Gerald. Okay, Gerald, thanks. Does that make the airplane look more to scale, you think? I'm looking on the video here. I'm not really liking the shape of this, though. What's going on here? I guess maybe I'll have to knock this off here, this corner. Let me sand that up and see if that helps. This shape here kind of sticks out at me. If you notice, I don't know. I just grab a knife or sandpaper and just start doing it. And that's because I've learned there's no wrong answer. So if you feel like that's what you need to do, you just do it. Especially when you're building a one-off like this. It's what makes you happy, not what makes others happy. And the reason for this airplane is so that I can do the classic airplane. Hey Gary, thanks. I see that my loyal members are chiming in. I don't believe this is a members only chat. No, because David typed in. I'm just blocking this off here. And I mean, I really wouldn't even have to do anything. Well, we got somebody else here. Minnesota Mike. All right, Minnesota. Minnesota. You know where it's beautiful. So I need to change the angle of this to what? I need to change the headrest angle is what it is. And I got it pinned on. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so it's hard to believe that changing one thing here would change other angles on this thing, but it certainly did. But they won't be hard to adjust. Got to go up this way a little bit. Some more. I think we'll step down to some finer paper now. You're not able to see what I'm doing here. I'm changing the angle of the headrest because that moving that block up changed everything. Just a little bit. Okay, so I won't go any more than that until final sanding after it's hollowed. It's got a good enough joint there that that I can glue this and then sand it to shape so that it blends from one to the other perfectly, just like the other Tucker. You know, this particular airplane has a couple focal points that really stand out, in my opinion, and that's the nose, the shape of the nose, because it's a perfect contour. Then it's this lip right here in the fuselage, and the headrest running all the way back to the rudder, and it molds into the rudder, so it kind of flows from the front all the way back to the rudder. First one I've done that's done this. Hey Scott, thank you. You guys are going to get the clapperboard next month as members. The first month was the badge from Stunt Hangar. Next month it'll be a clapperboard for the movie sponsor, supporter, or whatever. You know, there's some cool things that are going. You got some. If you got some icons you'd like me to upload, I can do that as well. Some not icons, emojis. You know what? We'll just do one pin. Do the whole thing here. This weekend I'm going to start finishing all this out. What I'm doing now is mostly detail work. I got to finish the wing, the landing gear blocks in this wing. Jose, I didn't increase it from the original plan whatsoever. I just nothing about this airplane is off this plan. It's just the look that I'm looking for. The wings different. The airfoils are different. The stabs different. Everything's 100% different. It's just going to look like this airplane. And you can basically do that with any aircraft. Yes, the moments are different. This is a huge airplane. This one here. This one here is over a meter long. It's 48 inches long total, and the other Tucker, the classic Tucker, is and we'll go from the 30, 33, 30, 32 inches long. So we got 32 on the little one, and this big one is 36 to there, 36 and 8, 44 plus 40, it's 46 inches long total. So it's a lot bigger. Well, thank you, David. Let's see here. What do I want to do tonight? I'm not going to stay on much longer. I have a hard time doing the videos during the week because at the end of the day, I'm pretty well spent. I'm pretty beat. I stay busy all day long on my feet for 9 hours, constant, non-moving, and non-stop. Sit down for half an hour at lunch, and so when I get home, I take, maybe most of the time I take a nap or whatever, and I get up and I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'll have to eat dinner, and I'll be back asleep by 11. So it's kind of unwind time. But anyway, we did get something accomplished tonight. Worked on it a little bit. Let's see. I don't think I've been on it for an hour. Let's see here. 45 minutes. 17 viewers, 45 minutes. That's pretty good. Still no new members. Come on, you guys, become a channel member. It's down there by the subscribe button. It's $4.98 a month. Come on. How can you get that kind of enjoyment for less than that, or for that cheap? Get all this knowledge. Anyway, so in 45 minutes I revamped the fuselage. Let's see what kind of weight savings I saved. Like I say, the weight of this is not going to be but a gram or two, but the paint savings will be substantial. It'll be a half an ounce. So this is what I cut off. We gotta. Oops. That's more than you think. It's a quarter ounce. It's a quarter ounce I cut off there. So quarter ounce plus probably, I just saved myself, I bet, 3/4 of an ounce on this airplane. Here's some more wood. It goes on there. And, it's, you think, well, that's getting pretty stickly, but if you're going to build light airplanes, this is what you got to do. Yep, 7 grams. It's way heavier than I thought it was. Probably because I cut all the glue off of it. So that's a good thing. So maybe tomorrow night we'll get to hollowing the blocks and get them ready to go together. Get these fitted up for their final destination. I want to get the fuselage ready to split this week. Then I go back. Well, I probably should be working on the wing so I can get the Jap tissue on it. And get it ready to go. We can finish up the hinges, which I've got them all notched and grooved. And what else we got going on here? Yeah, man, I'm gonna take the trash out. I got I don't know whether you can see on camera or not, but that's the sewing that I did in there. This wing is sewed. That helps the strength immensely. Plus, it doesn't weigh anything. Sewed. It's sewn. This wing, of course, it's the tips are still not hollowed, finished, and sanded. So, but this wing is probably around 8 ounces the way it sits here. It'll probably be 10 ounces doped and ready to go. We got the horn in it. We're going to lose a little bit on that. Let's see what it weighs. Get an idea what this airplane's going to weigh. On mode. I'm going to have to put something on it to jack it up. Tear. Yeah, battery must be getting low. Oh, there we go. On. Ounces. 11. It's 11. So we'll lose a little bit on that. So let's say it's 12 ounces finished. I got 12. This should bring it up to 15 or 16. $14. It brings it up to 14. And we're going to lose quite a bit off this fuselage because this block we're going to lose 50%. We got 14. I can't read it. I can't read it. Get the phone on. Better not be that heavy. Oh, come on. I cannot see it. There I can. Okay, all this crap here weighs 24 ounces. And we're going to take at least 3 ounces. It'll be 21 ounces, everything up. $21. 21 and 6 is 27, plus 20 ounces of hardware is 47. Fudge factor, this airplane will be 58 ounces. So that's I'm headed in the right direction. What do we got here? Hey, okay, thank you from Portugal. You guys be safe over there too. Anyway, that's what it looks like in better light. I think that's pretty spiffy. Pretty spiffy. Yes, indeedy. Of course, this gets pulled down, it'll be more round this way. Boy, I can hardly wait to get all these blocks hollowed out. This block is solid, this block is solid all the way back, that block is solid. We'll see what it's going to weigh after I get them hogged out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm babbling now. We did accomplish getting the fuselage cut down. Like, subscribe, share the videos, become a paid member. You can check the community tab for when I'm posting the paid memberships. We're going to do t-shirts again. I have some designs I'm trying to get worked out. They'll be offered up. We're not, you know, everything's so tough right now with what's going on. Looks like I got quite the overmodulation. I wonder why. Try to keep it from clipping here. Okay, that's try it there. Hopefully that yeah, I could even go down some more. I need to run my mixing board with my lav mic, but I can't figure out how to do it. Any of you guys that are tech savvy, if you were here, could give me a hand, but it's pretty tough. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. I hope you guys learned something. Don't be afraid to cut on your airplanes. Can always change it up. Heck, if I wanted it back the other way, I could glue it back together. It's only wood and it's only glue. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.